So hey everyone, this is Nabil Khan and welcome back to another video. And today in this video we are going to see how we can make our Node.js APIs 80% faster. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So this is my basic Node.js application which I had created. So this is my Express server which is running on port 5000 and I had connected to my MongoDB database. So this is my MongoDB database which has a kind of dummy data. So I had connected to this database and I had one product schema which includes the properties like name, photo, price, stock and category, and I had exported the product model and we are importing this in our index.js file. So this is my basic Node.js application and we had created a route called /products in which we are finding all the products and returning all the products in the response. So if I start the server npm start, and now if I hit this products API, so I will open my Thunder client and get request. So this is my URL localhost 5000 /products and my server has been started. So if I send this request, I am getting this response in 338 milliseconds. So we need to optimize this response time. So to optimize this, we will install a package called nodejs. So just clear the terminal and write npm I nodejs. So install this package. I had already installed. So after installing this, just restart your server. So after installing the package, we need to import the package in our application. So just write import nodejs from nodejs, and we need to create an instance of this nodejs. So we'll say node const nodejs equals to new nodejs. So after creating this instance, we can use the nodejs. So in this route, we will just remove this and we will create a variable called products. So first of all, we will check if we had the data in the cache. So if we had the data in the cache, we will just set the value of these products to the cache data. So we'll write if nodejs dot has, and in this we'll say products. So if we had the data in the cache, then just set the products to be json dot parse, and this will say nodejs dot get and products. So we are just setting these products to the cache data which is stored in the node cache. So if we don't have the data in the cache, then we will find it from the database. So we'll say else products equals to await product. So the product is the model, so which we had imported in our index.js file. Product dot find, so it will let know all the products. So after fetching the products, we will just set these products to our cache. So we'll say nodejs dot set products, and we will just stringify this products. We'll say json dot stringify and products. So this is it, and at the end we will just return the response.json success to be true and products. So now if I try to hit this API, so we are getting the response in 446 milliseconds for the first time. And now if I hit this API, you can see I am getting the response in 5 milliseconds, 3 milliseconds. So you can see how we can optimize this response time. So one thing I want to show you that if I change the data in our database, like I had this data in our database, so I will modify this data. So instead of small, we'll just write large, and I will update this collection. So my collection has been updated. So if I send the request, you can see I am getting small, but I had updated the data to be large, but I am not getting the updated data. The reason is because we are getting the data which is stored in the cache. We are not getting the updated data in the data from the database. So this is the problem, and to solve this problem we will create another route. So we will say app.put, and the route will be /update, which will be an asynchronous function which has request and response. So in this update route, we will get the name of the product from the request.body, body.name. So after extracting the name, we will find the product by its ID, and the ID we will pass in the query. So we will say const product equals to await product dot find by ID, and in this we will pass the ID which we are getting from the query, request dot query dot ID. So after finding the product, we will set the name of the product dot name equals to name which we are getting in the request dot body. So after setting the name, we will just delete the data which is in the cache, delete, and we'll pass the name of data which is product. So after deleting this, we will just send the response. We will say response.json success to be true, and we will pass a message. The message will be product updated. So we had created an update route, so we need to check this route is working or not. So we'll create a new request which will be put request. The path will be same. Instead of product, we will say update, and in the query we will pass the ID. So I will copy the ID. So I am copying the ID of this Oriental frozen pizza. So just copy it and paste it here. And in body we will pass the name of the product, name, and the name will be so I am changing this name to be only Oriental pizza. So now if I send this request, so the problem which we are getting is due to we are not saving the product after changing the name. So we will say await product dot save. So after saving this, we will send the update request, and we will change the name of the pizza to be Oriental pizza, and we will send the request. You can see we get the message product updated. So now if I send this request, get request, so if I send this request, we are getting the response in 351 milliseconds for the first time, and now if I hit the request for the second time, you can see we are getting the response in 10 milliseconds, 6 milliseconds. So you can see we are getting the optimized response, and we are getting the updated data from the database. So this is how you can optimize your APIs. So I hope you like the video, and if you like the video, do not forget to subscribe this channel.